Okay, in this video we will discuss about CSF circulation. So this is the brain and spinal cord. These are the lateral ventricles. In the lateral ventricles there is choroid plexus which secretes CSF into lateral ventricle. From the lateral ventricle, this CSF enters the third ventricle through the foramen minora. This is called a foramen minora. Through this foramen, the CSF enters from lateral ventricle into the third ventricle. Then in the third ventricle there is a choroid plexus which secrete CSF. Along with the CSF coming from lateral ventricle, it enters the cerebral aqueduct. Through cerebral aqueduct, this CSF comes into fourth ventricle. Then in the fourth ventricle there are three foramina, two foramen lashka and one posterior foramen magenta. This one is in the posterior wall and the foramen lashka are in the lateral walls of the fourth ventricle. Through these foramens, the CSF enters the subarachnoid space here. Then in the subarachnoid space, through the arachnoid villus. This is the arachnoid villi. These are finger-like projections. These finger-like projections have channels through which this CSF enters the superior sagittal sinus. These arachnoid villi are present in the superior sagittal sinus. These arachnoid villi have channels through which the CSF enters the superior sagittal sinus, and this is one-way system. One-way means only the CSF can enter the blood. So this is our video about the CSF circulation.